Hey, what's up? It's your boy Big Game James, and this is my Peter perspective. Hey, it's been a while. I haven't been here. NFL football kicked off Thursday night, and man, it's got my blood flowing so fast and strong. And Sunday night football, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers invade Dallas, Texas. You know, a lot of people have been talking about this game. The two highest scoring teams from the previous season facing off to kick off the season. Now, this is the second year that the Buccaneers and the Cowboys have started the season facing one another. And this is the first time that the top two scoring teams have ever faced each other opening up a season. A lot has been said about the Buccaneers' injuries, that our line is beat up and depleted, and that Tom Brady's going to have to run for his life. You know, we got some injuries. True that. Our starting center, Jensen's out. We got Hainsey starting at the center position. I think we got a rookie starting at guard because of the departures we had up front with the retirements and the free agency market. Why is no one talking about the Dallas Cowboys offensive line? This is not a great offensive line. Only person they have that is super solid is Zach Martin. And what makes you think Dak Prescott won't be running for his life? The only thing about this game that bothers me a little bit and scares me just a little bit is it's the first game of the season. And if you looked at the Rams and Bills the other night, look how sloppy that game was. The first game of the NFL season, for the most part, for most teams, the way they do preseason now, is never a pretty game. But for the most part, things usually get going slower. I don't expect this to be a very sharp game for us, but I also don't think it's going to be a sharp game for the Cowboys either. Different people are going to say different things. The only person on that defensive side of the ball that I believe that imposes a lot of fear is Michael Parsons. Let's give it up. Man, the man's been compared to Lawrence Taylor. Do you know how high of a praise that is for a young player of his stature to be compared to Lawrence Taylor? That's saying a lot, and he's great. They got some good young picks. But on the defensive line, you got Gallimore as a tackle, DeMarcus Lawrence, who's been injured the last couple of years. I think our offensive line can still suffice. I think our defensive line is 100 times better than theirs. And for what we can do against their line, I think Dak Prescott's going to be under pressure. Plus, the man out here oohing and ahhing because of cleats. He had to miss practice because he couldn't get his Jordan cleats right. Now, I'm taking nothing away from young Dak. I want him to have success. This game is a little bit of a trap game, like I said, because our quarterback left camp for a week and a half. He came back, played a little bit in the third and final preseason game against Indianapolis, but how well will the chemistry be? How will we gel? What kind of success will Tom Brady have with the receiving core? With Gage from Atlanta, he's questionable, but he's here. He's new. Mike Evans is going to do his thing. Godwin's still not out. Still not back. He's out. Fournette, he came into camp fat, but he looked in shape by the end of camp. There's a lot of question marks, a lot of variables. Either way, no matter what, we have to beat the Dallas Cowboys because I got too many people here in the Dallas area that are dying to talk smack and trash to me, and I cannot allow it. You understand? But anyway, it should be a great game. I know the ratings and the numbers are going to be through the roof. I believe that the Buccaneers win this game, but it might be a little lower scoring than people think, and I think it's going to be a little bit of sloppy football on both sides from both groups, just because it's the first game of the season, and they're going to get a lot of that rust off from not playing in the preseason. Jerry Jones swears that Ezekiel Elliott is back to top-notch form and ready to run, but I'm going to put my money on our run stoppers up front, and Joe Tryon-Shoyinka is going to have a great sophomore season. I'm just feeling it, and we're going to be on our way to winning the NFC South. That's right. We're going to win the NFC South, go to the playoffs, and do what we need to do. And what I think is going to be Tom Brady's farewell. That's a whole nother story. It's your boy, Big Game James. Make sure y'all check us out on our YouTube channel, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and all your podcast platforms. Peace.